I want to show you this pedal board. This specific build is supposed to be a simple meat and potatoes build that is meant to have everything you need, nothing you don't, but also have expandability. Check it out. So what we have here is a compressor into a dual overdrive, delay, and reverb. This is a Cali76, Protein, Starlight, and Golden by Universal Audio. And the idea here is that there's no modulation, but you can patch modulation in on the side. It has 4 power taps and an extra one for you to power the external pedal. The board is a Creation Audio 18x7, I want to say. It's an Aero board. And then all the wiring is Mogami 2319, hand soldered into square plugs, SP500 plugs. And all the power taps are also custom length, also soldered using Cobicon connectors. And like I said, you have a 5 outlet power supply that is running 18 volts into the Cali76. However, the output that goes into the patch, the power patch bay here, is 9 volt. And I always run this one in 9 volt, and the reason is because most pedals are 9 volt center negative. I understand some of them are 18 or something like that, but for external pedals I always run 9 volt because it's too easy to forget that you're running something else and accidentally fry a pedal, and nobody wants that. Now here's the main feature of this board. There is no modulation, but the patch bay here on the side allows you to either patch in an amp's effects loop or a modulation pedal, or both. So the idea here is that you have the input for the guitar, send and receive, and then back out to the amp. So let's say you want to run everything in the front, but you want to run a modulation pedal. Let's imagine this is modulation, even though it's much more than that. You would power here, it is 9 volt, okay, and then you go guitar in, which goes into the compressor, the overdrive, and it goes out to your modulation pedal, and then from there you go back into the board like so, and then it can go back out to the amp. And of course, this could also be your amp's effects loop, which you can patch into here. And that allows you to expand. Okay, let's say you want to run a chorus, or you want to run a multi-effects, or you want to run a phaser or whatever, you can patch anything you want here. Additionally, this board, like I said, has almost everything you need, but there's no fuzz. This pedal here is always buffered. So let's say you want to run a fuzz. Let's imagine that our little mood pedal here is actually a fuzz. So that's simple. What you would do in that case is you plug your guitar into your input, and then from the fuzz you go into the input of the pedal board before the buffer. And then in that case, after this, you can jump these with a cable and then out to the amp, or you can run your amp's effects loop and then back out to the effects return here. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, and just having an extra power port here makes it so that you can expand the board pretty easily depending on what you want to do that day. So that is really basically it. A couple more things I wanted to point out. The pedals are attached to the board using 3M dual lock, and it's very solid. They're not coming off. For that reason, I did this, and I did it just for fun. I probably wouldn't do this for a customer. I actually got a lot of criticism for posting this the first time I posted this photo online. People saying, oh, it's gonna damage your pedal, this is not right. Listen, these pedals are not gonna move. They just don't move. They're super solid, so this is gonna cause no stress. And honestly, I just did it for aesthetics. It's a board for me, and I do like how it looks. And if we look at the underside, again, I put a lot of care into the routing of this thing and making everything all clean. My patch bay, everything is soldered. There's nothing that's solderless, and down to the Cobicon connectors and power supply and everything. So if you're looking to build a very simple board, this is a very good way to do it. That also allows you expandability. Oh, there's one more thing I'd like to point out. If you want to run stereo, it will be as simple as patching this guy into there, sending that to one amp, and then your output on the other end to the other amp, and you can run stereo if you want.